This was on my part a difficult model, since it was quite far over my skill level. But pushing your limits is still the best way to learn. And I learned quite a lot doing this model. Most in the way of unwrapping and normal wrapping, which is shown later in the video. Several times I found it easier to start a new object and then add it to the existing one later. In hindsight, I did most of these wrong, which I had to change later in the process, which cost me a lot of time. I found that cutting the stock into several pieces and then working on the rounding gave a better end result. This way also gave me the opportunity to merge lines into one without the hassle. While modeling the handle, I figured out that it would have been a lot easier to start from a new object than extruding it from the stock, but I still managed to make it work. The hole for the trigger was also made a lot simpler than it was on the reference image, mostly due to laziness. The barrel itself was straightforward, apart from the hole where the shell should spit out. With the knife tool and some time I made it work so I could move on to the muzzle. The muzzle gave some problem with shape, but it was fixable with adding more lines than I wanted it to have. From this point I started to use the boolean tool to cut out holes. I figured that it would be a lot quicker to have Blender calculate the holes and then fixing the unnecessary vertices. The same method was used for the recess for the barrel and the holes in its stock. The reload mechanism itself was nothing special. I did some errors with the vertices count again, but I could work around that. Using a spear and dragging it out, I could combine that with the boolean tool to make the recess on the stock. This gave several complications with the vertices count and faces. I still could work around it to make a working model. Making the hole for the magazine, I tried to just extrude it inwards, but that proved to complicate things, so the boolean tool was used again. I tried to find a simple way to make the adjusting nuts, but in the end I just did it the long way. After that I made the remaining small objects, the cheek pad, shoulder pad and the trigger. For this UV mapping part I actually worked 2 days on the model trying to reduce vertices count and fixing the lines. With the UV maps done, I could add some extra detail with the sculpting tool and then baking a normal map. I used this to make the reload handle and the main grip a little rougher and smoothing the pads. Some details on the magazine was also added, and it proved to give the most to the model. I found a lazy way to make the screw for the cheek pad, but in the end I had to merge over 100 vertices by hand, so it was definitely not the most optimal way. After some simple coloring, the model was done. A lot could be improved, but the learning experience was the most important outcome in this case.